What's going on, everybody? It's EricRayweather back here helping you take your game to the next level. And today I am back to talk about a concept slash play that everybody should be using. It's very over effective and it's completely annoying to stop. It's really annoying for your opponent to have to stop this, and it works versus all coverages, and it's something that's it's so easy, so effective, and you can really move the ball down the field, especially in crucial situations with this. It's something that should absolutely be in your arsenal. Now, the concept is called, it's a smash concept, but I like running it out of 5 wide. Now, I'm in the Broncos playbook right now, and their 5 wide is called Gun Empty Bronco, and the play is called Smash. Now, this play should be in the majority of playbooks. I'm not sure if it's in all of them, but it should be definitely in the majority of playbooks, and it's typically going to be in the formation called Gun Empty Tray. So just check your 5 wide in your playbook. You should have some type of 5 wide smash play. So what we want to look at with this play is called a smash concept. For those of you that don't know what a smash concept is, it basically means the outside wide receivers are on hitch routes and the inside wide receivers are on these deep corner routes. Now this works especially well out of the 5 wide formation. Now we can do whatever we want with the tight end. I'll show you what I like to do with him a little bit later, but first I just want to focus on the smash concept. So basically, against all zones, if the defense plays regular, that means they're going to drift back with the corner routes, leaving the hitches wide open underneath for 5+ yards. Very easy pass, very easy read. If the defense plays aggressive and plays underneath, it's going to leave the corner routes open for us. Now, and against man, we'll be able to hit the corner routes and things like that. So first I want to show this against the Tampa 2. Now, as you're going to see, the cornerbacks are going to drift back with the corner routes, and we're able to hit the hitch route underneath right there. Got about 6 yards out of it. Now I'm going to show it on the other side of the field. This is easy, and you can throw this all day long. As you can see, we're getting 5 to 7 yards very consistently. You can do this all day long against cover 2, no matter what they're in. If they drift back, just hit the hitch route all day. You can see it's money. It's a simple read. Anybody can throw it. Even a beginner can do this. Now, if they play aggressive and play underneath coverage, the hitches are going to be taken away. But then we're going to have the corner routes for a huge gain, as you can see. And we can just pass those to the sideline, hold the possession catch so that we catch the ball in bounds, don't take hits, things like that. So if they play underneath, go up top. If they play regular, go underneath all day. And it's on both sides of the field. And we can come out, we can break the huddle and just hurry to the line and call this. So we're not even giving our opponent time to really set up a defense to stop it. And they can't possibly take away both outsides of the field. We're going sideline to sideline. So a user can't take away both sides of the field. Now, let's switch up to a cover 3 and show you how this works. It's going to work even better against a cover 3. As you can see, just hit these hitch routes. He got a weird animation there, but as you can see, even with the weird animation, he's still picking up 5 yards. You're going to typically get closer to 10 yards against cover 3 with this because that deep corner is drifting so far back that you're able to usually get a little bit more of a run after the catch. Now, we didn't get any run after the catch on these first couple examples, but just to keep showing you, see, like right here, as you see, we got about 10 yards. About 9 yards before the actual contact. So against cover 3, man, if they're not playing underneath, these hitch routes are all day long. Now, even if they do play underneath against cover 3, these get the right defense set up here. Hold on. Now, even if they play underneath with cover 3 and have hard flats, these hard flats are going to bump the slot corners, so you can still throw the hitch routes because these flat routes have to bump the slot wide receivers. They're not going to be able to recover and get to the sideline quick enough. So if you see those slot wide receivers get bumped, I mean, look at this. You just hit the outside hitch. It doesn't matter if they're playing underneath. Because it's a cover 3, the outside cornerbacks are drifting back. So if you see those slot guys get bumped like that, all day. I mean, you can hit this all day on the outside. They can't recover and get to it. Now, you can also hit the corner routes if they are playing underneath as well. But typically, I still just like to hit the hitch routes because it's a little bit easier and it's quicker, honestly. Now, like as you can see, we can hit it there. Typically, I would wait a little bit longer till he gets closer to the sideline, but the computer was block shedding me there, so I threw it a little bit earlier than I actually wanted to. But as you can see, if they play underneath, you still have the ability to hit the corners as well. But like I said, if you see those slot guys get bumped, just dump off to the hitches if they're there, which they're usually going to be unless your opponent's doing some crazy quick adjusting to man them up or something like that. You can just keep hitting the hitches underneath all day. And it's too easy to pass up. It's a safe read, and you're going to be getting close to 10 yards with it against a cover 3 anyway. Now, if they go man, the hitch routes are unbumpable, but you know, a good cornerback can jump him. So if I'm reading man, I'm not going to throw that. The corner route on the right side of the field, for whatever reason, just doesn't get the same kind of separation against man. I don't know what it is, but it doesn't. So the corner route on the left is what I want to focus on. And I actually have Sherman over there on him. But as you can see, if you throw it right when he breaks, you're going to get just a decent little amount of separation, and you can kill man. I'm going to throw this a couple times just to show you that it's not a fluke. You know, usually you can't throw a corner against man when it's pressed, but because this is such a deep corner, it has a little bit more time to run downfield before cutting, so it still creates that separation. I'm going to show you, again, we're doing this on Richard Sherman, and it's going to work every time. You just want to throw a pass lead, bullet to the sideline right as he cuts, and the cornerback's just not going to react very well to it. Now, the corner on the right side of the field, sometimes it gets open, but sometimes the cornerback, a lot of the time, the cornerback is going to stick it well. So if I read man, I don't even look to that corner on the right side of the field. I just go to the left side of the field because I know it's going to be there. I'll throw it one more time just to show you. It's always going to be there right when he cuts. As you can see, it's just going to get a decent little amount of separation there, and you can take it upfield. Now, this is what I like to do with the tight end. I typically like to put the tight end on a smart routed in route for man defense purposes, because typically most people don't really play man that often. They're going to play mostly cover 2s and cover 3s, but when someone goes to man, they're not really expecting you to throw the tight end, because this whole scheme is about abusing the outsides of the field. So you're really almost never going to the tight end. So typically the user defender's not even going to worry about the tight end. He's going to try to take away the corner route or something like that. So this is why I put him on a smart routed in, because if they happen to run man against us, this is a very great way to beat man. Now, we got hit with the block shed there, but as you can see, it was pretty decently open there. Let's run it one more time just to show you. Okay, we got the man set up, and you're going to see just great separation. And Gresham's not that good of a tight end, and he's on Bobby Wagner, but as you can see, great separation. So that's what I do like to do with the tight end if I'm suspecting man defense. So I'll either hit that corner or I'll hit the tight end, just depending on where the user defender is. So that's how I like to beat man out of this concept. But typically, most people stay in zone about 80% of the game. Some people stay in zone all game long and don't play straight up man defense anyway. So it's not something you really have to worry about with this, which is why this concept's so good, because it's deadly against zone. Now, I want to show it against a cover 4 real quick as well, because this again is very good against cover 4, and it's going to be just like how it was against cover 3. It's going to be the same against cover 4. We're going to be able to just abuse these hitch routes for nice yardage on both outsides of the field. Like I said, it's sideline to sideline, so your opponent cannot take away both of these at the same time. It's just not manually, at least. It's just very hard. Now, again, if most people don't do this out of cover 4, but if they play underneath coverage out of cover 4, putting the hard flats on the field, you're going to have the same thing as against cover 3. They're going to bump those slots, so again, you can take the hitch routes underneath. So that's what I'm saying. This concept is so good. I'm not saying to abuse this all game long, but if you mix this in enough, if you go to it enough, it's going to be something that your opponent's not really going to adjust to stop it until you've run it so many times, because it's just one of those type of things. So I would just, mix it in. Don't abuse it, but mix it in. Make it a staple of your offense. Go to 5 wide every so often and hit your opponent with this, because it's going to almost be guaranteed yards, because they're not going to expect it. You're going to have to run this a bunch of times before they really figure out even what you're doing. And again, it's hard to stop it because it's such a quick hike play. Now, one more thing I want to do is show this against nickel blitz, just to show you that I think I picked the wrong play there, so let me back out and switch. This is another good way to attack nickel blitz as well, and I want to show you that because I know some people are thinking, well, you're in 5 wide, there's no way you could possibly block nickel blitz out of this, but it's okay, because we're able to beat nickel blitz pretty easily with this, as I'm going to show you. Now, set up the nickel blitz. Again, we can do the same thing with the hitch routes. The hitch routes are going to develop before that cornerback can get us. It'll be close. The cornerback will come in, but we can still hit these hitch routes on both sides of the field, which is what I want to show you. And again, if they decide to play underneath coverage to take away the hitch routes, so they're going to play underneath, let's say, and let's put this guy in a purple. Now they're going to play underneath, so they're blitzing and they're trying to take away your quick read. But what I like to do is you can kind of roll out here and then boom. I mean, this is all day. So if you see them setting up nickel blitz, you either take the hitch routes, or You roll out to the right just a little bit to buy you some time, and you can absolutely destroy them with that corner if they're playing underneath. If they're not playing underneath, just you can keep rolling out, dumping it to the hitch, dumping it to the hitch. You know, so again, this actually is a pretty good tactic at beating nickel blitz too, so it's valuable for you there as well. So this is something that should definitely be in your game plan. It's in most playbooks, like I said, and it's just a very hard tactic to stop. It's not overpowered. It's not the most amazing thing you're going to do. It's very simple, but it's very effective, and it's annoying. So mix this in. You know, this is a play you should be running 5 to 10 times a game at least, just because it's just an easy concept to move the ball. I'm not saying to run it every down. I mean, you might be able to do that against some people, because some people just might not know how to stop it, but it's something you should at least be mixing in 5 to 10 times a game, because it's just an easy way to move the ball, and it's just another thing to aggravate your opponent and something for them to have to key in on. So definitely add this to your game plan. It'll definitely improve your Madden game for sure. So if you enjoyed this video, just drop a like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.